Hey guys, welcome back to Open It Play. This is Mike, and today we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Thor. No, not really. I did not buy the Maximum Thor. I'm passing on him because this costume doesn't have a whole lot of significance to me. But I did want the old version for my display, and I found him for a very good price in the Osaka area. Uh, Thank you to David at Display and Model Behavior because he recommended some shops and I had a chance to visit Osaka area, and it was really nice to see some options as far as like Marvel Legends. Akihabara recently is not cutting it as far as Marvel Legends go. We've still got Ami Ami for online stuff, but unfortunately for the in-person stuff, the options are really limited. But I like the look of this Thor, but I just don't have much attachment to him. But this is the old clamshell package. This is like what the Return of Marvel Legends like era. So this is pretty old. I guess you can see here it's a Terrax Build-A-Figure wave. And this guy has some size to him, so I thought that part was cool. And I thought his sculpt work was unique compared to what some modern figures might look like. So I just wanted to give him a chance. But let's get him out of this giant clamshell package. Sorry, I didn't show you the bottom of the package. Looks like this. ML Thor. Okay, and the side has this Terrax, how do you pronounce it? I think it's usually Terrax, but Terrax I've heard before too. So, but okay, we're gonna open him from the bottom. I don't usually have experience doing this, so I tried it and I unfortunately made the cut too small, and I did manage to rip this guy, but it doesn't have a whole lot of impact on me. You can see this part is where it got ripped, so. But yeah, I'm okay if it's destroyed a bit because I'm not going to keep the packaging. But yeah, this guy was pretty reasonable. The new Maximum Series Thor in Japan is just outrageously priced. It's like 11,000 or 13,000. It makes it like $75 or something like that. So I was like, oh my God, no way, no way, no way. I don't remember how much I paid for this guy, but he was not too bad. He was reasonable for being new in the package, and he had never been opened. So, but yeah, I like the sculpt work. This thing has a little more personality than some of the modern Marvel Legends because there wasn't a lot of reuse. There was no reuse, I think, for this figure. I may be wrong because I don't have a lot of Marvel Legends from this time period, but we're gonna see, did I make the right decision in getting this guy or did I make the wrong decision? The Maximum Series 1, I thought he would look good in like that early 90s display, but on the other hand, I also thought he has really bad face sculpts, and that sort of makes or breaks the figure to me. So okay, here is this Thor. He might look quite similar to the Maximum Series 1, but I think his face does look a lot better to me. So you guys can be the judge. I think it is based on the same artist, but the newer one, I don't know, he just like kind of screams like brat to me. Just looks really odd in some pictures, so might look better in hand. But because this is an old Marvel Legend, I'm not really familiar with the articulation scheme, but we're gonna try to go through it. And before we do that, let's see, he's standing pretty straight here, so we'll see if we can get a good measurement on him. He is standing at, to the top of his helmet. Go to the top of his helmet. Whoa! To the top of his helmet, he's standing at, oh, come on, this thing's not gonna move. Okay, almost 7 1/4. So if you add the wings in, he's going to be standing at about here. 7. What is that? 7 and I can't really tell. Focus 7. It's hard to tell. But anyways, over 7.5 inches. So he's got some size to him. He's not 8 inches tall, but he's got some size to him. So, yeah. So this guy, this guy's detail and paint. This is really good compared to modern Marvel Legends era, because they actually detailed the figures in some ways to try to make them stand out like they should, and they probably had to compete against people's memory of the Toy Biz figures. So you have like ununiform shading, which looks good, like the way that they detailed the metal. And you've got kind of like a blue in here, you've got silver in here, you've got the black wash to fill in the cracks. It's just got a whole lot of detail that modern figures don't have. So for me, this guy is just a lot more attractive as a Thor that I'll put on display. I know his head is going to be limited, but what is his head on? His head is on a simple old style ball joint. So that is a little bit surprising, but I knew it was going to be fairly bad. But yeah, if you pop it off, you have a bit of ability to look up. But if it's popped on, I think you don't really have anything. It's just side to side. I wish this thing wouldn't fight me so much for the focus. Okay. All right, but yeah, you can see a lot of detail. He's even got nice detail on the back. I don't know if you can tell, but the reflection of the light maybe hides some of it. But he has shading on the sides here, but then he has like a lighter color in here. So the same with his calves. For his calves, I think you guys can see that easily. Okay. But yeah, anyways, this guy is very detailed and a beautiful looking figure. And he's got size, so that's nice. Okay, let's go through his articulation. So we saw his head, he can only move a little bit, just the slightest movement. His cape is a little too heavy to be very flexible. For his legs, it will move out of the way, I think. But yeah, it's not very soft. So his arms are limited by that cape significantly. So he can go up about there and out to about there. He does have the bicep cut that will give you more options, thank God. He does have a single jointed pinless elbow, but that's just where it's plugged in. And it goes back just a little bit and forward just a little bit. It doesn't get you 90. Sorry, it doesn't get you 90, but it does pose and look good. It doesn't pose the greatest, but it poses enough and looks good. So, okay, his wrist is like that, but you can't remove these, I don't think, for these old figures. They might be able to come out, but if they can come out, I'll try to put some other hands just to see if I have more options. But okay, he has a diaphragm joint that will get him to the side like that and to the other side like that and back, not really at all. Forward much more so, but back not really at all. Okay, and then this I don't know what to call it, but this overlay piece here where it's supposed to be, it's tucked into his belt. This one is a softer plastic, so you can move his legs, but he does not have another, I don't think he has another waist cut, just this diaphragm joint. Okay. And his his legs will go up like that. And this is the old style ball joint articulation where it's like a big ball that has a hinge on it, and then it swivels at the hip. So it's like a swiveling hip design. But it'll get you forward like that, get you back, not much because of this part in here. So But his knees are double jointed and pinless. They feel a little bit weak. They feel a little bit rubbery or gummy, but they'll bend a little bit better than 90, but it's not great compared to modern figures, of course. You don't have any kind of boot cut, but you also only have the hinge at the ankle. Oh, sorry, you have a swivel, but yeah, this is before the ankle pivot, so you are very limited for how to pose him. So, but yeah, I thought he's a pretty looking figure. He's a beautiful figure because of the way he's painted. So he was my choice over the Maximum Thor. What do you guys think? Did I make a big mistake or not? His hammer is nicely detailed. I think I can get it out. Yeah, I can get it out. Here is a look at his hammer. That is his only accessory. Fortunately or unfortunately, but I would say unfortunately, obviously. Okay, sorry. It's hard to get it to focus. It's got a lot of detail again. Nice sculpt, nice wash, nice shine to it. Okay, and the handle too. The handle is just plastic. It doesn't have any paint on it, but anyway, it's a nice looking Thor hammer, and it's pretty massive, so it goes well with this design. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys, for joining me for this look at the old Build-A-Figure Terax series Thor. I guess modern Thor. It says this thing came out in, what does it say? Oh, it doesn't say a year. Sorry, I thought it was going to say a year on there, but I guess it doesn't. Bummer, dude. Okay. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Are you getting the Maximum Thor? Please sound off in the comments below. All right. Bye for now, guys. F-Ice, F-DJT, F...